Welcome back, everybody, to A Toda Madre. It's your boy Rallas, and I got my good homie.
Young C man, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Another
Now,
one, another one.
another one. Me and him, we've been talking since our last one. It was about boxing, but he told me there was a little hint that he gave me that touched me when he said that he watches more kung fu movies. Now, they get out of here, right? So I started talking to him in the private messages, and we want to see if we can come out with other topics other than boxing. If it comes to a debate, cool. If it's a conversation, even better. Because you did bring up a conversation about kung fu movies. I want to ask you this for a kung fu movie. Do you like kung fu movies where it's just straight up mano a mano, like a tournament style, or do you like kung fu that deals with guns? That there's like a storyline, like let's say for like an example, Rush Hour. Do you rather like that style of kung fu or the style like Never Back Down, where it's just straight up fighting?
Um, I'm more like personally like a overall of just all of them. Like I can see like I like Never Back Down just because I like the storyline for sure, but I like more of like I like more of a mix of both.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
y- but like I can watch like certain like fight movies, just fight movies with storylines. Then I can watch movies with like more as action, like Jet Li, the one that's
mm,
more towards like fighting and guns. So it's like a
okay,
mixture
okay.
of both.
Because I grew up. I didn't grow up in the '80s. I grew up with the '80s movies. Like my pops loved Arnold, loved Schwarzenegger. He loved Bruce Lee. Because of Bruce Lee, you know what's next? Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah.
The greatest for me. But I do know that he didn't really have that style of just mano a mano. His was mostly running around and fighting, running around fighting guns, machine guns, fighting and all that. While Jet Li, Donnie Yen, Michael J. White, they have a couple of movies where it is mano a mano, which for me I'm more fond to. I'm like, because you get to see the skills that they have that they provide. Um, I was gonna ask you this: when you watch a movie and you just see, oh, like Kung Fu Masters, like does it matter if it's someone that you know as an actor, or you're just gonna watch it because you know it's gonna be a martial arts movie?
I mean, it. I gotta some. It's a sometime to me because I'm not really into what. How can I say this? I'm not really into like bad acting movies. If
Mm,
I know how to say this, bad acting movies. It's like it gotta have like certain people I know, and it gotta just have like a. I gotta know like, oh, this got a good storyline. I'm one thing that I do look in at movies to know if I know it's going to be a bad acting movie. If I don't see Sony, if I don't see Waterberg brothers, if I don't see like what else, Lion and just things like that, then I would think like, nah, I'm not gonna watch it because I would know it's like a low budget movie.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it just all
I
depends.
sometimes do mess around with low budget movies. Because but then again, that's like I love movies, right? I'm gonna see regardless. So sometimes I do check out movies with a certain actor that's in the movie, but I've noticed sometimes that it can be tricky because I'm like, I gotta look at the reason behind it. For instance, he might leave us soon, Bruce Willis. A lot of his later career, where they would use him as a freaking front cover when he was like 5 minutes in the movie. So I
Yeah.
have to look out into that as soon as. And the good thing is that we live in the stream world where you can watch movies online and all that. So you don't have to really rent all the time. So as soon as I see that, let's say it's Michael J. White, and he's like, "Well, I'll be back in a few hours, or I'll be back. I'm gonna go to vacation," and then he's not there for like the next 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, I just switch it off. I'm like, it's not a Michael J. White movie.
Yeah.
It's not a Donnie Yen. It's not a Jackie Chan. Well, Jackie Chan actually, majority of his movies, he's actually in it. But that's where I can go. I'm like, that they can get you in a trap. And once they catch you and it's too late where you're like, I'm already watching it, but you'll end up with a bad movie.
That's true. That is true.
There, one of the reasons where I hate it when big stars make it to Hollywood and they're not the main star, they really get botched. Not botched. They have to take like a step down. Like Tony Jaa, right? Since you watch martial arts, you should know who's Tony Jaa.
Tony
He
Jaa.
came. He's the protector, Ombak. And if you haven't seen those, you're missing out on great movies. The Protectors were a guy. It's like a Muay Thai movie, and he's protecting an elephant because they kidnapped the elephant so that they can steal their tusk and all that and sell it in the black market. So he goes in a big revenge mode quest.
Yeah, I have not seen that. I'm about
Oh
to
my
check that
god,
out.
you have to. You trust me when I say you. Okay, you. How can I say? You remember that sequence in the Raid Redemption when it's the machete scene and it's like a one shot.
Yeah.
Like it's just they're just following him in the freaking in the apartment, and he's just fighting it. Well, the one shot, the protector did it first, so they're following him in this big tower, and he's just fighting and fighting and fighting. It's one of my favorite martial arts movies. Well, I was gonna say when it was Tony Jaa when he made it to Hollywood, they put him in Fast and the Furious movie, and he's fighting freaking Paul Walker, and he really had to like. It just sucks that they can't really showcase who they are.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I seen Ambok.
Ombak. Well, that's the same. Yeah, the same actor, Ombak. So I feel like the Protector is like two times better than that because there's like more of a story while Ombak is just fighting.
Yeah.
So, like, but definitely, like the Raid Redemption. When you told me like that, I seen that. That movie, bro. When I saw it, it was a masterclass. And when I heard that they were gonna remake it a few years back, I was so against it. Well, that's
Yeah.
stupid. I'm like, people are lazy. I'm like, they don't want to read, and I'm like, and how are you gonna beat the martial arts in that movie other than brawling?
Like that movie was some that movie was it was a classic, bro. You can't remake that. I'm not gonna lie. It's just it was just too much going on. Like, and if they do remake it, I mean, I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna watch it, but because I'm gonna watch it, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not,
only
I'm gonna
thing
be
is like
honest.
but the thing is like, okay, if we're gonna talk about a remake, if Jason Statham's not in it, because we're gonna have to speak, we're gonna be talking about like English actors, right? Like people who speak Spanish. Sorry, people who speak English, not just English actors. Like I meant to say, like people who speak English. So I'm like, I don't want to see a Chris Hemsworth. I don't want to see a Robert Downey Jr. I don't want to see a Keanu Reeves. Like I wouldn't mind seeing like a Scott Atkins, a Michael J. White, a Jason Statham. People who actually know martial arts, so that they can keep that part of the movie. Because if not, it's just gonna be like if it's Batista and freaking The Rock, it's just gonna be a brawling movie. And brawling is fun until it's not.
Yeah, nobody want. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
It's like for me, one of my favorite mano a mano movies, Fearless with Jet Li.
Fearless. Yeah, it's a good one. It was a great
And
one.
everything about like I've seen that movie in Asian, I've seen it with Spanish speaking, I've seen it with English speaking, and I still go back to Chinese. I just put the subtitles, and I've only watched it one time without subtitles and just let it run like that because I just watched that movie for the martial arts, and
Yeah,
the story to it is fucking beautiful. It's a beautiful ass movie.
yeah, it is, bro.
The one that comes close to it, obviously everybody brings up the Ip Man movies because they're nice, but Unleashed with Jet Li as well.
Oh yeah, pretty good. Yeah, especially the one with Michael J. White, Blooded Bones. Pretty good one.
Blood and Bone.
You seen that one?
Yes, yes, that's the one where he comes out of prison, right?
Yeah,
What's the only thing that I didn't like about that movie? The ending. The not the when he fights the final guy with the samurai sword. It was
yeah,
just like come on, how can I explain it? He's the big bad guy. He's the one who's been treating you like shit, and you don't really fuck him up. You want to get that satisfaction, and that's my only gripe with that movie. That there's no satisfaction in fighting the villain.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you chop off his hand. Yeah, you make him look, you ridicule him and all. But it's just something about it that something was missing, and it's just that you don't get the satisfaction of when he beats the bad guy
Nah, that is true, bro. So, what you think about Undisputed when he played Undisputed?
on the Undisputed too when he fights Scott Atkins.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you know this, but part one is actually a boxing movie.
Yeah.
So but it's so technically he's Ving Rhames in part one, and because Ving Rhames doesn't know martial arts, they brought in Michael J. Watt. It was a direct to DVD, but the main guy in prison is Wesley Snipes, right? And it's funny because I'm like, you could have literally brought Wesley Snipes to this movie, but Undisputed Two, that is when I finally saw Scott Atkins. That's the first time I ever saw, which is Yuri Boyka, and the best fighter in the world. Oh my fucking god, that movie
Oh,
when
you
I
are right. You are right. I did miss that. I forgot Being Rain played it, and he did, bro. You are so right.
yeah,
He did play it.
trust me, and
And
the
I'm
only
not gonna
reason I
lie, he is a very good actor. I'm not gonna lie. Like he is, he's a very good actor also.
which one? Who of the three?
Uh Ving Rain, he's a very good actor, bro.
I would say out of the three, out of Wesley, out of the four, because I can even add Scott Atkins. Out of the four, I'm like Ving Rhames is the better actor out of the four. I've been following his career since Pulp Fiction,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies, and it's crazy that he took that role because not everybody wanted to do that grape scene.
Yeah.
But even then, you still feel the aura of this guy being like, you don't fuck with this guy. And when you see him in Baby Boy, you're like, holy shit, I'm like, this fucker is big. When
Oh
you see him in
yeah.
Dawn of the Dead, same shit. So when I
Have you
saw
seen
Undisputed,
Have you seen Animal?
Animal. No, I actually have not seen that one.
You got it.
What?
I'm telling you, you have to watch it. You
And
will
that
love
that's
that movie.
Ving Rhames movie.
Yeah, it's a Ving Rhames movie. You know, he gets in trouble and he has to go to prison. He has to fight
Okay,
his
so
way through prison.
it's another prison movie. All right, because I do love me some prison movies. There's
Oh, I love. Oh man, you don't. Man, we ain't go. Man. Hey man, I love me a good prison movie. American Me. Oh my god, man.
we can
Oh my
save that
god.
for
Yeah, man. That
another
movie
topic.
made
Right
my
now, I
night.
want to keep it to this, but it is true. But about prison movies, like I said, we'll get into it because there's also gangster movies, there's mafia movies, there's many genres. But I believe Ving Rhames is just that one guy that you can put him in anything, and he'll be really good in it. Like he was in the Mission Impossible movies, so that's action. You bring him in Undisputed, that's like a sports movie, a sports drama. You bring him into freaking Baby Boy, that's a gangster movie,
Hmm.
technically, right? Technically. And then you put him in horror, Dawn of the Dead. He fucking knocks it out of the park. And and then you have him in a gay character in Chuck and Larry. I pronounce you Chuck and Larry with Adam Sandler and Kevin James, and he fucking knocks his role out of the park as well. But that guy is very versatile as an actor,
Yeah.
and
So
I
you got to check out Animal. Make sure that you
no,
do check out Animal. You'll love it, bro.
yeah, all right, I'll definitely will. And like I said, I'm a Ving Rhames fan, so I don't know how the hell I missed that one. It's just also when he plays like a secondary actor, it just sucks because I'm like I feel like he deserved to be in more main as a main role. As a main role, I feel like he could have done a lot better.
Of course.
Him as
Of
Django,
course.
would have been amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But Jamie played that role very, very well.
He did, and I do.
Jamie,
I
you cannot lie. Jamie aced that role. It's
he
just he
did
put
ace it. He
so
did
much
ace it,
heart
but
into it.
I'm not saying like okay, so when there's a difference between acing and you can still replace him with a better role. I do believe Ving Rhames could have brought a better game to it because of the way that Ving Rhames is. Jamie Foxx is too much of an A-lister, and that's why I love the fact that Will Smith said no because he cannot see himself as a villain. He
Well,
knows
I
himself.
feel like with Ving Rhames, I feel like he probably would have been more serious. They would have like it would have been more serious for people. Like, oh yeah, because he didn't play in multiple serious movies, and he always been serious. So I can
Mm,
give him that. I feel like that people will look at it more like, oh yeah, it's Ving Rhames. He's always serious.
okay,
But
okay,
Jamie,
I see what you
Jamie
mean.
played in like a comedy show, and Jamie always funny. So they like, oh, it's
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx acting serious. So
I
yeah,
see what you mean. I see where you're coming from. I see your take now. Because where I can say like where he's not replaceable is Ray. When he played Ray, yeah, Jamie Foxx is Jamie Foxx, right?
hmm
If we bring it back to Undisputed too, when you see that Scott Atkins is Yuri Boyka, like I cannot see no one else. I cannot see Statham. I cannot see Dolph Lundgren. I cannot see no one else playing Yuri Boyka the way that he played him.
And when I tell you
And
that when I seen Scott Atkins, I didn't even know that his name was Scott Atkins. I thought that that was really a Russian. Like I'm not gonna lie at first until I learned
me
all
too.
about him. Like when I first seen that movie, I just seen it. I was just like, whoa, let me see it. I was like, let me check it out. I was
It-
like,
it-
oh, and it was a couple. This was maybe like, oh man, I seen this movie maybe like 8, 9, 10 years ago, bro. But it's just like I didn't even know who he was until I was like, oh wow, he ain't even Russian for real. It caught me off guard, bro.
he's from the UK.
He aced that role. He aced it.
Yes, and when I see that he does part three, I'll say this: out of all four movies, Undisputed Two is my favorite one, and that has to do a lot with Michael J. White though, because I'm a big fan of Michael J. White. But Scott Adkins, when he did part three, oh my god, I'm like the martial arts in that movie was so much better. It's a better martial arts movie than Undisputed Two. But that has to do a lot with that kid, the black kid Turbo. I don't know his actor name though. With Scott Atkins, the I think he's the Brazilian guy, and I forgot who was the other ones. But when you see that, when you have that, and you compare it to Undisputed Two, that's a better martial arts movie.
Yes, Undisputed. I could feel like Undisputed Two is a very good martial arts movie. It really was. But I feel like the last one was pretty good.
Part four, I thought it was decent. It's funny because technically Wesley Snipes is the good guy. Ving Rhames is the bad guy. Ving Rhames becomes the good guy on part two. Scott Atkins becomes the good guy on part three. Technically, this should have been Turbo's story, which was part four, but we ended up getting Scott Atkins. And I'll never will deny a Scott Atkins movie. When he came out in Hitman 4, I wish his fight scene with Donnie Yen was longer, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
And who's he? There's another one like my favorite Scott Atkins movie. It definitely has to be Undisputed too, because that's he made such an impact with those legs, the way that he moves, the way that he fights, and all that. Because even on in Expendables 2, he didn't really get much screen time. Like I was expecting him to have a badass fight with Statham because of the way they both are, and he was again because it's big Hollywood. They had to reduce his skill level like so much when that guy could have been amazing for the Expendables too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I feel like in Undisputed, he could be himself. I feel like
Yeah,
in Undisputed, he could be himself, especially when you fight a Michael J. White. Michael J. White wants you to be yourself. He wants you to bring it. And I know probably some of them stunts was real, and some of the fight scenes was kind of real. You never know. But
yes,
I'm not gonna lie, Atkins role, Widget, oh my god, the way he move and the way he uses knees and it's just crazy. Like it's
it is one of when it comes to martial arts, at least when I'm watching movies, Bruce Lee movies and all that, I don't think no one has better legs than him when it comes
yeah,
to footwork.
because there was a lot of speculations. There's a lot of speculations about Bruce Lee and saying that he doesn't know real kung fu. I've
Yeah,
seen
it,
I've seen a lot of speculations about that.
I'll say this that there he had a variation. I don't think when people like when Michael J. White gives shade is that I don't think Bruce Lee had like a kickboxing record or martial arts record. He was just like a TV martial arts. Like he knew the art, but he didn't have that combat skill. So that's when he says that when he throws shade at him is that he's talking in a combat skill. When he says I can beat Bruce Lee, I understand why because it's a heavyweight fighting lightweight, which is like a 200-pound man fighting a 130 guy. Like yes, I would see a freaking Michael J. White beating him up, and especially they're both black belts in kung fu.
And then Michael J. White, he's not no slouch.
He's not
He's
no
gonna
doubt.
bring it.
Yes,
He's
sir.
gonna bring it. He's gonna
Because
bring
even he said that Jackie Chan would possibly beat him because he had seen Jackie Chan when he spars. That Jackie Chan actually does spar. Chuck Norris, he said that Chuck Norris is a great martial artist because he had a record. Same thing with Van Damme. The other one that he hates is Steven Seagal. He says that he doesn't believe that he knows martial arts.
I don't believe it either. I don't think so.
And I do fucking hate the fact that Lyoto Machida knocked out Randy Couture with that stupid crane kick that he did. That freaking Seagal taught him. I'm like, oh my god! I'm now this is fool gonna say that because of him he won the fucking belt. It was bullshit, and I appreciated movies because he is part of the '80s. He is part of a genre that today is still breathing and kicking, which is the martial arts genre, the kung fu
Hmm.
genre. Because Steven Seagal and Van Damme are the ones that got it from Bruce Lee and made it bigger in America. That's how I've always seen it. Like, yes, Bruce Lee introduced the martial arts genre, but Van Damme and Seagal literally skyrocketed upstairs.
Yeah, that is true.
Because
That's
Dolph
true.
Lundgren wasn't that famous, and Wesley Snipes doesn't come into like the '90s. Because even have you ever seen Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and
No, I
Stallone?
haven't.
You
No,
haven't?
I haven't. No,
Mm.
I haven't. The only thing I really just seen by Wesley, to be honest, I seen a couple movies by Wesley, but the more fighting wise, Blade, the best. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the best, the best Wesley Snipe movies he ever had. We can't sit up here and say that Blade, Blade Two, and Blade Trinity. Oh my God, Blade Trinity was pretty good.
A lot of people
Ryan
hate on it.
Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds killed that role.
I'll say this: a lot of people hate on it because me as a fan, part one and two were just so much better. Like they like part two when it comes to the martial arts aspect is fucking up there. I'm like, and Blade, the story is better than part two for me. I'm like, and Blade Trinity came in weak, but that's only because one and two is so much better.
But we got to
Um,
understand though. We got to understand that that fight scene on Blade Trinity. That was a great fight scene. That was
yes,
actually a martial arts. That was actually great. Like the way that they was moving, the way was fighting, and it's not like it's not like they rushed it. They was taking their
yeah, no, no, no.
time. That was great. And Triple
I
H
do
played in that
agree.
one too, so you know that was
Triple
pretty
H,
good.
of course, Triple H
That was pretty good.
with his
Triple
fucking
H was,
chihuahua.
he was
And the actor on Blade Two, Luke Goss, he's also a martial artist. So that's the main bad guy for part two. So when you see that bridge, when they're fighting on the bridge, and even the final scene, when you see them on fight, it's them actually because it's two martial artists going at it. That choreography is amazing. Well, at least for Blade Two, when it comes to like the martial arts aspect, is better than part one. I'm like the story of Blade One is better than part two,
yeah,
and
because
then Blade
I
Trinity.
feel like part one is more as a I feel like part one more is more as an introduction.
Yes.
It's not, yes, to me it's like more like as in, hey, I'm showing y'all, I'm introducing the world to Blade. Meet
Yes,
Blade.
exactly.
That's what I feel like. And
The-
that
the-
part two was Blade already established, because even in part one Blade was already established, but he was more
Yes,
established in part two and knowing what he want to do. And part
and
three, I just feel like part three is just, it's just my favorite one. I don't know why, I just love Blade Trinity. I guess Ryan Reynolds just killed that role, bro. He just killed
and
it.
it, and it comes down to the reason. It can be that you probably saw that one first before seeing the other ones, or you liked comedy a lot more than the serious. Because Blade One is very serious. Don't get it twisted like that. The
Blade One is
tone is
very,
very
very
serious.
serious. Like when they killed his mother and things like that.
Yes, and
That
then
was
part
really, really
two.
serious. I didn't like that one.
Yeah, and then part two has a little bit more comedy, and part three is very on the comedy side. And I think that's why when you watch it in sequence, as a fan of, let's say, as a fan of part one, and then you watch part two, and then you watch this one, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, what the fuck
See,
happened?
when I first watched Blade, I was maybe like 11 or 12. When I first watched Blade, I watched it on it used to come on Channel 4. Um so I used to watch it on there cuz like I said, like you said, it was serious. It was like more as like a serious. It's more like a horror.
Yes,
It's just more like a horror. It really wasn't like as in too much fighting scenes until the end when
yes,
Blade was,
exactly.
yeah, so it was like, and one thing, I forgot the actor that Blade was fighting at the end. I forgot his name.
His name is. actually forgot his name. Steven Dorff.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good actor too. He,
And something about Blade is he's one of the few characters when it comes to like the MCU that it comes with superhero genre or even vampire movie. I don't know if it's Wesley Snipes himself, but that guy, because of Blade One carrying on to part two and even in part three, he's so aura. Like he's not aura farming. Like that guy when he steps in the scene, you're like, holy fucking shit. I'm like,
yeah,
shit's about to get down.
yeah, yes. I feel what you're saying, brother. Just like even his aura showed. Even I mean, it was kind of, but his aura showed even with the Deadpool and Wolverine when he was in
Yes.
the Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, it was a new Blade, but hey, we gotta accept it.
Oh,
It-
and oh, you're talking about the TV show, not the Deadpool and Wolverine, right? Because what do you mean by
no,
it was a new Blade?
yeah, he was in Deadpool and Wolverine.
That was Wesley Snipes, so he
Yeah,
was him.
yeah, that was him.
Oh, okay, my bad. I understood wrong then. So yes, when I saw him, and this is me, because this is me geeking out, right? Because I'm a nerd at the end, at heart. When I see Gambit, or I think it's Electra first, I'm like, oh shit, Electra, and then it's Gambit. I'm like, holy shit, I'm more excited for Gambit. And then when I saw fucking Wesley Snipes as Blade, I was like, oh my god. Oh, I forgot how the sequence goes. I think it's Electra, Wesley Snipes, and then it's Gambit. But it kept going up and up and up. And even then, when he's there, or when he's with the bazooka, I'm like, it's all over. Like you're just happy to see him in that role. He is
Nah, for
60.
real.
He is 60, so I don't think they'll ever get him as a Blade again. But
See,
for me, that was
I just didn't like Channing Tatum being the Gambit. I'm not gonna lie. Like we could have got anybody else to play Gambit.
it was the reason though.
Why did we get but why didn't we get, man, we should have got Gambit that played, I don't know, I forgot. I don't know which X-Men that Gambit played, the X-Men movie. I'm
It was
speaking on,
on X Men Origins Wolverine, with the prequel.
yes. We should have got that Gambit to play him, or should have got somebody more like a Gambit. Like,
You'll be sad to hear that he's gonna be on the new Avengers movie, Doomsday. He's gonna be played by Channing Tatum again, but Channing Tatum did come out saying that he's gonna tone down the accent. So I don't know if that's good
man.
news or bad news. I loved it. Channing Tatum does do martial arts a little bit, so like his action sequences were decent. But it is hard to understand.
He's gonna be on the Avengers, man. I can't wait. I love that, man. I can't wait to watch that. I'm not gonna lie, man. My favorite. Man. I love Captain America, man. I,
Oh yes. Well, which one? The new one or the old one?
I like. I don't. You know what? Let me be honest. I don't like the new one.
Okay.
I don't like that little Falcon stuff. I don't like that.
Look.
I'm more as a. I like Captain America because he brings that aura, man. He lets you know he's the team leader. He gets the job done. Now, don't get me wrong, the new Captain America not too bad, but I feel like nobody would ever take Chris Evans' spot.
I'll
He,
say this. When the original, when I heard that it was gonna be Anthony Mackie, that he was gonna be the new captain, or even at the end when he gets on the shield in the Avengers Endgame, I'm like, and then I heard that they were gonna do the show. I was kind of pissed because I really wanted Bucky to be Captain America, and everybody told me it's like, oh, it's because you're racist against black people. I'm like, no, I just don't like Anthony Mackie. I'm like, if it would have been Denzel Washington, I'm like, fuck it, I'm all in. If it would have been anyone else but Anthony Mackie, I'm like, I think I would have been okay, but because it was Anthony Mackie, I'm like, I don't like that kid. I'm like, I'm
like, why
sorry, I'm
didn't you
like,
give
no.
like why didn't you give it to Bucky? Like what? Like I don't understand. Like why didn't you
Eh,
give it to Bucky? Like
for
Falcon
me
should
or
see.
or in the movie.
No, I'm no as in no. I'm agreeing with you. Like why wouldn't they give it to
Oh,
Bucky? Like because I
well,
understand like Falcons need to be Falcon, bro.
eh, eh, I would say this movie wise, Bucky was seen as a terrorist. So technically, why are you gonna give the shield to a terrorist? Movie
Yeah,
wise,
yeah.
us as fans, we probably saw Sebastian Stan, the actor, a lot more charismatic than Anthony Mackie. So that's what we were probably looking at. Bucky, when he played as a Winter Soldier, he was a fucking badass. He's the sole reason I went to go see Thunderbolts because I thought we were gonna get to see the Winter Soldier and we didn't get that shit. So I was like, man, I'm like that sucks. I'm like, cause like I don't know. It's just there's a thing about movies when I see like okay, for instance, we're talking about Captain America. When you see him fight George St. Pierre on part two, you see a little bit of martial arts in Chris Evans and Captain America, and I like that. I'm all right. I'm like we're getting into that world of a little bit of UFC, not your classic brawl. I'm like he's actually fighting. I like that. What I hated is when they said that the Shang-Chi movie, when people started saying that that was the best martial arts movie of all time. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, don't ever insult me like that again. I don't know if
Nah,
you ever saw it though.
nah, it's definitely not, bro. It's definitely multiple that far out that we never seen before.
Yeah. And I know that people like me, I hate strings. So like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Matrix, and I kind of hated them for the strings. I'm like, it makes sense in a superhero movie, right? When they're using strings or the way they move because they're superheroes. But when it's like a fucking human and you're using, I'm like, I check out, bro. I do check
The
out.
Matrix to me is too much. I like the Matrix, but I think I only like the Matrix Reload. I don't
Mm.
like I don't like all of them. Now I like the game on the PlayStation
I
2.
like the game.
I love the Matrix
The
game.
whole game, man.
I used to love that game. I used to love that game, man.
Right now that we're getting into the world of slow bullet and all that strings, and then I'm bringing the Raid. That was the original name, the Raid. There's a movie called Dread. I don't know if you saw it. It's basically Judge Dredd, the remake. It's literally the same plot as the Raid, just with like a superhero. But there's a drug that the bad guys use to make everything in slow motion. So that's a lot, but it also kind of kills you. So that's why the Judge Dredd, is in that building trying to kill everyone who's using that drug or the bad guys. And then the boss says, "There's a judge in the building. Kill him." And it's literally the same fucking plot as the Raid, except like done in superhero format.
Oh yeah, it's
Uh,
live.
You should
I've
check it
seen
out.
it.
It's
I mean, I've seen it. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen it. I've clicked by it, and things like that. Because it used to be
you cut off. You still there? Yo, Young C, can you hear me? Are you still there though? Do me a favor if you can hear me, log out and log back in. Like if you're leaving the link and then come back and pressing on the link. See if you can hear me because I can't hear you. Let me see if I can do it from my side. Okay, okay. Yo,
technical difficulties. My bad, man.
it's all right. Let me. Okay, okay. No, you were so you stopped at the that you were about to click on it and you didn't click on it on the Dread movie.
Yeah, I didn't click on it because I did see it on HBO Max, but I didn't click on it because I was like, look low budget to me. And I know who Judge Dredd is because I've seen one of the comics, so I know who he is. But it's just I was like, nah, I'm good on that. But
It's I'll say this, it's a decent watch. It is a decent watch. Like it's better than what you would think. It's better than expected. It's a little bit on the gory side, so that kind of helps it. The only thing is that because it does have that plot of the raid, I kind of checked out. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I'm like, you're literally stealing a fucking movie. And because that
yeah,
movie's Indonesian and you're American, I'm like, I ain't stupid. I'm like, you're using a fucking movie.
nah, yeah, that is true.
The next actor I was gonna bring up for Kung Fu, obviously he's gotta be Jason Statham from the new era. Even though he's old, he's about to retire. But which one would be your favorite Statham movie?
Say that again.
What would be your favorite Statham movie, Jason Statham?
Um, hmm, hmm. Damn, that's hard.
You watch a lot of his movies?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Even if
Oh
he's
yeah.
playing the same guy, I'm just a beekeeper. I'm just a working
Even
man.
even even yes, yes. I was just gonna say that. Even the new movie Working Man, I just seen that actually.
They're making
Um,
part two, I think it is. No, for Beekeeper two.
I have not seen Beekeeper, but I will check that out. But
You-
I seen Crank. Um,
Oh, I forgot about Krang. I've completely.
I didn't see what's the one with the when he played the with the Rock. Um,
Oh, Luke Sean Hobbs and Shaw.
yeah, yeah. Hop and Shaw was a great movie.
Yeah,
They had some thick, hella chemistry.
hell yeah.
Um, I've seen uh, I've seen a lot. It's just it can't just come to my head, but I seen
The
the Expendables.
Expendables.
Um,
Did you ever see Transporter?
you said say it again.
Did you ever see the Transporter?
Yes, I have. I've seen Transporters.
Usually, everybody goes that route with the original, the Transporter movies.
Oh yeah.
Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. For some reason, I fell in love with them on the Megalodon movie, the part one,
Which one?
the Meg with the big ass shark.
The man. Let me tell you, man. I can't
I
get
know it's
into
not a
that.
martial arts movie, but I just have to
Yeah,
bring it up.
yeah.
I
I
like that movie
can't.
a lot.
I can't get into that,
It
man.
was stupid, but it's one of my. The
I
Meg 2 is worse, but the Meg, I fucked with the Meg.
Yeah.
um,
It's just that shit. I just can't get into that, man. That's like it's a little different right there, man. That one is a little different. Now,
it,
now, hold
even
on.
though,
I'm not saying I can't get into no shark because I love Jaws, but it's just
okay,
that one. Uh, oh yeah, I love Jaws, and I love Deep Blue Sea. Have you seen that one with LL
Deep
Cool
Blue
J?
Sea is the shit with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, LL Cool J, Samuel L. Jackson, Thomas Jane.
yeah,
They're. Oh, and Owen Wilson. No, is Owen Wilson? No. He's in Anaconda.
yeah. He's under. Oh
Yeah,
man, Ice Cube. He was in there. With Ice Cube.
with Ice Cube. Yup.
Very good movie. Very good movie.
No, but it's what's it called? Yeah, for me, for like if I have to choose a Statham action movie, I have to go with Safe.
Haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Safe?
No.
Oh my god, I think it's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, it's trust me, it's good. It's good. Because if he's not the main character on this one, but Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. That's not a martial arts movie. Brad Pitt's in it. He does fighting in the movie, but Snatch is my favorite movie of something that Jason Statham is involved in, but he's not the main character in the movie. Um,
Mm.
but if it's Jason Statham as the main character, it's got to be safe, and it does deal with martial arts as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Check that out for sure.
Yeah. Who's Oh, and then of course we got Iko Jiwas, which is the guy with the raid. He's done a couple of movies already. That's action sequences, martial arts. That they're really good. They're really good. He did recently, not recently, but this is the devil made me do it, or I'm the devil, some shit like that. I forgot what's it called. I'll hit you up on the Instagram when I remember it. But he's basically the bad guy. So the hero from the raid, he's the bad guy in this movie, and the cop from the raid, the captain, the young captain, the one that gets killed, he's basically the hero in that movie, and it's also a martial arts movie. Really fucking good, solid.
What is it called?
I forgot what's it called. If I don't have my computer on. I'll check it out on Instagram and then I'll let you know. But it's I know I saw it on Netflix. It was like a Netflix original, and then something like The Devil's Coming or some shit like that. I'll look it up and
Okay.
I'm for sure I'll hit you up with it. But I honestly forgot what's it called.
Okay. Okay.
And then of course this year the two martial arts movie. I know that we're gonna get other martial arts movies, but the big movies that we're gonna get that deal martial arts, Mortal Kombat 2. Are you
Oh
interested in
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah. Mortal Kombat 2, and we getting Street Fighters.
And we get a Street Fighter. Now,
Yes.
I saw the trailer for Street Fighter. I was not impressed
Oh,
until
whoa,
I remember.
whoa. You
Oh,
whoa,
go. Yeah, go for it.
whoa.
Rebuttal me.
You cannot be you cannot not to be impressed. Like the way that they put characters, the way that they did them characters was amazing. We cannot sit up here and act like that them characters was not on point. Especially what shocked me is how 50 Cent look. Come on, man.
No, okay.
We can't knock it, man. This is gonna be a
So so
great
so
movie.
I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because we saw Mortal Kombat on COVID, and then we're seeing Mortal Kombat 2, the trailer, how it looks, right? So I was happy with that. And then I see the Street Fighter trailer, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like it looks goofy, it looks too much. But then I remembered something. The games for Mortal Kombat, the tone was always dark tone. The tone for Street Fighter was always light and colorful and all that. So that's when I turned it around. I'm like, okay. And then we have the shitty 1994 movie, and then we have the shitty 2009 movie. So I'm like, well, if it's shitty, we already have three shitty Street Fighter movies. I'm like, it can't be worse than those two. I'm like, honestly, I don't think it can be worse than those two.
Oh yeah, it's not. This is gonna be the best Street Fighter that ever was made. It's
And it
gonna be
shouldn't be
great
hard. It shouldn't be hard to break it.
because I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be better because we got to understand we're living in a different world now with different technology. I feel like that we have more. These movie directors and actors have more like how can I say more like more equipment
Mhm.
to make it more better for us to watch. So I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. And Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes look good, man. He
Cody
look
Rhodes. I'm not a fan
man.
of Cody Rhodes, but I was like, when I saw that hair, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, okay. And then Jason Momoa is gonna play Blanca. Roman Reigns is playing Akuma. So I do like the fact they're bringing all these characters that we didn't get to see in the other two movies
Now one person I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the Johnny Cage character. I don't like that.
from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
You know what?
I don't like
I
that for Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'm not really messing with that. I feel like it should have been Ryan Gosling. I don't know why. I feel like he would have been a great Johnny Cage.
because he did that stupid movie, The Stuntman. I just called it stupid, but I liked it. Stuntman. I can see him as Johnny Cage. Me personally, I wanted Scott Atkins as Johnny Cage because it's a martial arts movie. So I just thought that direction. But when it comes to the comedy that Johnny Cage brings in, I see why they got Carl Urban because of The Boys, the TV show The
Or
Boys.
we could have got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh no, no, Jake Gyllenhaal would not do something like that. Jake Gyllenhaal is
Man,
too good.
but he did Row House. Come on, man.
Oh, Shaffer.
But he did the Row House. Come
I
on, man.
forgot about that.
He
That's
over
a
here
good
fighting.
movie though.
He over here
That's a
fighting
good
Conor
movie.
McGregor.
With Conor McGregor. Yes, you're right. You got me on that one then. You know what? Maybe he would do it. They should have
Like,
just
come
asked,
on,
but
he. It's just you gotta like. It's just that I feel like he's just too old. Like the guy who's playing Johnny, he looks just too old in the face. He doesn't look like a Johnny.
yeah,
We need somebody
you're not
younger in the
wrong.
face. Johnny always looked young. He never looked
Yeah,
like, you know.
because he technically was a Hollywood star in the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah,
Like
he was.
he was like a big deal. That's why for me, I thought about Scott Atkins right away for martial arts, but then I'm like, he might be too old. He's already in his 40s, 50s. I'm like, so maybe someone younger, but I couldn't think of someone young so that he can do all those martial arts moves. But you did catch me on that one with the freaking with Jake Gyllenhaal. Roadhouse was not a bad movie. I can
Oh,
say
Row
that.
House was a great movie.
Yeah.
Row House
The
was a
only
great movie.
I've
He
always
killed that role.
I said this. I'm like the only thing I didn't like about the Roadhouse movie that it wasn't a Roadhouse. That's it. That it wasn't a. And they do say it in in the movie. Well, it's not a Roadhouse. Why would you call it the Roadhouse? Blah blah blah. And times have changed, but that's the only reason. Not like over here where I live, there's still roadhouses out here.
Yeah.
It's more on the they kind of gentrified it. What's it called? Gentrified, where the younger generation goes there, and it's like a bar more than a roadhouse. But that's my bar that I go to. Every time I go to a bar, I go to the roadhouse.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's nice, man.
Yeah, because that's literally like if you want to get an Uber at 2 in the morning, you're shit out of luck, bro. Because where I live is like a desert town, but we're the biggest town in this desert county. The closest biggest town is like about an hour north from here. So this little bar is like literally 20 minutes into the fields, and there's nothing else. It's just fields. So when you get there, yes, Pizza's fucking good. The wings are good. The beer is good, and it's like a roadhouse because that little highway connects our local freeway to the main interstate, and from there it's 30 minutes to 40 minute drive. So technically, it's a roadhouse. So back in the 1960s, it was a roadhouse. Now it's just a bar that anybody can go to. The exception is there's nothing else around. There's no houses. There's nothing. It's just a bar in the middle of the field.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's funny because you'll see, like for me, I'm used to seeing Mexicans with cowboy hats and white boys with cowboy hats. This was the first time when I moved here that I saw Indians and blacks with cowboy hats. I'm like, there's black cowboys. I'm like, I thought it was only Denzel.
Oh man, that's crazy.
It's just I've never seen, like when I heard that Errol Spence likes horses. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, he's a cowboy. It's just that you don't see it because like in a way you guys don't promote it as much. That there is people that like horses. That there is people that.
Oh yeah, like me, like my family, they also have of horses. They own horses. Yeah, down here in Texas, especially close. See, Earl, he's in Dallas, so that's really like Dallas is a lot. It's really country out there. So a
Okay.
lot of people
Okay.
own cattle's, farms. Yeah, especially in Texas. Oh yeah, man,
Yeah, it's so,
all the
so
time.
for me in California, it's funny because where I'm from, it's a city's called Bakersfield. So this part of Bakersfield, I mean, sorry, this part of California, we're 2 hours from LA and 2 hours from San Francisco. So everything literally splits, and this whole town is country. It's like they listen. There's country music here. And that's what they sing. There's like Latino country singers, black country singers, white country singers, and they say that people from Texas, when they move here, they love it here because it reminds them of Texas. That is very, very conservative and is very in tune with country. So when you start seeing that, when like I said, when I saw the black kids with cowboy boots and that cowboy hat, I'm like, they're just doing it for the fashion, right? Until I started seeing around. I'm like, oh no, like this is literally it's a country town. I'm like, so if you grow up with country and you don't like hip hop, then that's it. You grew up with country. You're not gonna change that because that's the way you grew up. Like me and you, you're black, I'm Mexican, and we both love martial arts, which is an Asian thing. You still there, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
okay.
true.
All right. It's like, and it's funny because like again, I love Michael J. White. No one will ever beat Jackie Chan. I just think that for like the movies of my taste, Michael J. White is my favorite martial arts movie guy.
Oh yeah, he's good, man.
Who would be your favorite martial arts actor?
My favorite martial arts actor. That's hard.
And it's funny because I feel like Universal Soldier with Van Damme is probably one of the best martial arts movies. I love it, but I still not my favorite. I still have to go with Undisputed too. So,
Yeah,
but
man. But
my,
but
but
the
Michael J.
favorite
White
martial
is
arts
my favorite. Yeah.
because we got what's his name? What's his name? It's on the top of my tongue. Oh man, I forgot. I forgot it. He was dancing in the movie. He was dancing. He used to dance in one movie.
Well, that's Van Damme when he's dancing on his black tank top.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, man. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
and don't get me wrong. Look, I didn't really talk about Van Damme, but like Bloodsport, Kickboxer. What's the other one? What's the other one with Universal Soldier? Fucking part three is amazing.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
gotta check that out.
you haven't checked part three out?
Nah, I gotta check it out.
And make sure that it's a Van Damme one. Make sure that it's a Van Damme one, because there's other two. There's like okay, so there's Universal Soldier with Van Damme, and then there's part two and three that was made in HBO without Van Damme. And then there's the Van Damme again with part two. And then part three as older. I think it's called Universal Soldier Regeneration. It's badass, bro. But they did switch it from straight martial arts, like kickboxing, into like MMA style. And it's really fucking good. Me for Van Damme, for me, I still have which is the one with the Kumite. Is that Bloodsport?
Kumite. I think
That's
it
the
is
one
Bloodsport. Yeah, you're
where
right.
he gets blinded and shit. Oh, no, wait up. Where is it? Where the one that he fights Bolo Young? Bolo Young is like the big muscular guy that came out like in a lot of movies and shit. He fought Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Van Damme himself. Um,
It was
and
Bloodsport.
that's Bloodsport, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my favorite one because I always get him confused with the guy that's bald and has like a ponytail.
Oh, I know what you're
Okay.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. But he, like I said, Van Damme is the one that popularized martial arts movies in America. I do give him that because I do like his movies a lot more than Steven Seagal
Yeah. But
and even Chuck Norris.
my favorite one is Michael J. White. It's just just too original. And I
Yes.
grew up on him, so I feel like Michael J. White is my favorite kung fu. I like him, man. I feel like he's original. He all most of his stunts is real.
Yes.
What we see him do is what he can do in real life, and that's what I
Who
love. He's not a
was
Chuck Norris.
and it's funny though because Chuck Norris does have a. I think he was a champion like in karate and all that shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no. Chuck Norris is the real deal. Like he's an actual fighter.
Oh, wow.
That's why he sucked in acting because he was not an actor. The Rocky Four, the freaking Russian, Dolph Lundgren, he has
Hmm.
a black belt in karate.
Ooh, yeah, I can tell because I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he in real life he'd knock Stallone out
He
in
did
real life.
on Rocky Four. I think he said that he knocked them out and when they were fighting because they told Dolph Lundgren, I'm like, don't hold back and hit me, and this will fucking hit him with everything. He said he got knocked out. That he had
Oh man,
that he was that he had a concussion for I don't know how long after that. And so
wow.
that's why when the Expendables were made, they're like, if you put all these actors and you put them all in one box, who comes out winning? A lot of people say it's like the final two would be Dolph Lundgren and Randy Couture.
Yeah, I love Expendables. I feel like they put all the actors in one like that. That was great. So that was really impressive.
For me, the first one's magical. It was like me a fan of the '80s and '90s. I'm like especially a fan of like Stallone. I was a big fan of Stallone, so that was like his comeback, right? But Expendables 2, I feel like it's the better action movie out of the three, or out of the four, because Part 4 was fucking horrible. But
Yeah,
part 2, I think it's the best one out of the four.
yeah, you are right.
And then of course we didn't touch too much on Keanu, and I know Keanu has his martial arts movies. But it's gotta be the John Wick.
Oh yeah, John Wick was pretty good. John Wick's in Matrix. He did
Yeah,
pretty good in Matrix.
the yeah, and there's one that's called Ronin where he fights like mythical beasts. 47
Hmm.
Ronin, I think it's called.
Hmm.
He was I liked him in that. There's another one though. I forgot what's it called where he does show his martial arts skills, and
Yeah,
I like that as
there's
well.
one more. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking of two. I just couldn't remember it.
And I feel like a lot of actors who can show a little bit of martial arts, I like them a lot more because I'm like, oh, you're not just one dimensional. Um, I forever was, even though he did an amazing role, I was against Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther because I wanted Michael J. White. But
Come on, man.
I no no no, I'm just talking about when he was casted, when he because I knew that Black Panther was martial arts. But after watching the movie, I'm like my respects, you own it. But yeah, and trust me when I say I'm a big Chadwick Boseman fan because the freaking 42, that movie, Jackie Robinson, that shit made me fucking tear, bro. That scene in the freaking in the Doug, that shit, oh. And then when he did James Brown, I was like, oh my god, I'm like, hell no. I heard it was his real voice. I don't know if it's true though. I don't know if it's true. But I followed his career for quite a bit, and when I heard about his passing, I was like, I was very very fucking sad. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, he was my James Brown. I'm like, he was my Jackie Robinson before Black Panther. Um, but like I said, when I saw him as Black Panther, I'm like, okay, well, I can shut up. I'm like, I won't touch it again. But I like I said, I was against it because I wanted Michael J. White,
Yeah, no, I understand.
and
I
and and
understand.
but. Uh, but yeah, but like I said, there's a lot of martial art movies that we we brushed on. If we ever bring this back for the movies, I'm like, we can definitely touch on more like Kung Fu Panda. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kung Fu Panda
Beverly
was pretty
Beverly
good.
Hills Ninja.
Yeah, I love Kung Fu. I even watched the Power Rangers. I love me some Power
Oh
Rangers.
yeah, we you see we didn't even touch on that. And Power Rangers is a long lasting series. I think it's what in year 30 plus
Hmm.
around there. So
Yeah,
it's still kicking and it's still breathing. And
yeah.
people give us
I stopped watching when Tommy was just stopped being around. I really don't watch it no more.
no,
Uh,
and same here, same here. I did watch the Power Rangers movie when it came out, the one we let felt.
oh yeah,
Um,
that was a good one.
and then people give us shit, right? Oh, Power Rangers. I'm like, bro, they're like, don't act like if you didn't grow up watching that shit.
Even Power Ranger Turbo Boost, the movie.
Yes,
Pretty, that was a really good one. A really good
yeah,
one.
so there's
Even Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was a good one
my
too. The movie.
Mighty Morphin the with Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze. There we
I
go.
am looking for his poster. You're gonna see it here soon.
Oh yeah, that'd
It's
be
just that
crazy.
for me, it's like a throwback. Like I like like I told everyone, that's my favorite. This one, that's my favorite boxing movie. I'm like, but it's not my favorite Stallone movie.
I feel
Um,
like the most serious Power Ranger movie. I mean the most serious Power Ranger show was Power Ranger Dino Thunder.
you think so?
I think it was a lot of serious scenes in there.
I see
Like,
what you mean by serious. Yeah, because I'm like, I did like in a way the one that had the best martial arts for me was SPD.
oh, SPD
Um,
was pretty good.
the what they're but when I'm talking about just martial arts, right? Martial arts. I'm like, and I do keep forgetting it. Power Rangers is all martial arts. As much as people want to say like they always own the bad guys and robots at the end. I'm like, but
Hmm.
technically, I'm like, when they're getting down, I'm like, they do their flips and all that shit. That's when people tell me, why do you like WWE so much? I'm like, because it's acrobatics. I'm like, I like that shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, if you like,
WWE hard, man.
I'm like, if you like, fuck,
Just like the Royal.
check
I
it.
ain't gonna lie, it's too much going on the 31st. It's
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
uh,
it is too much going on, man. We got hella boxing fights. We got
look.
the Royal Rumble. Like we got a lot going on.
So starting, I don't know if there's something on Friday, but starting on Saturday early is the Royal Rumble, the Josh Kelly versus Marzaliev, and then we jump into Zaya's Barrow card. I think that's gonna be first with the Tio versus Shakur, and then on Sunday we got if you want to watch TKO Sufa boxing is Gayasov but this fucking
Oh
guy.
yeah, I'm gonna watch it Sunday because it's Rayo coming back.
Yeah, Rayo, and on Saturday as well. In between the Zayas and the Kelly, we're gonna get Volkanovski on UFC.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a too much going
and
on
that's why
Saturday.
this is where I tell like when like sometimes I wish that I could just be in charge of the world when it comes to sports, especially for boxing, because I notice that they always are fighting dates with UFC and fighting dates with other boxing cards. Like I don't mind if you the Mortazalia fight being on the same date as the Shakur. Why? Because it's on separate time zones. So we're getting it early and then we get it at night. So I'm like two different. I'm like, but when we're literally getting the Zayas unification match and the Tio Shakur fight at the same time, I'm like, come on, man. Like what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, that is crazy. That is
This is
crazy.
my Funko Pop.
Oh yeah, that's so live, bro. That's so live, bro. That is
No,
so
but
cool.
like I said, we'll definitely get another topic. I do want to touch not just on predictions for boxing. Like in another video, like I like or once I get my computer running, because I don't like doing this shit through my phone because my battery's about to die. Um, but once I get this shit going and all that, I do want to touch with you with boxing stuff, like because I noticed that we have entered debates in the group chat,
Hmm.
and I feel like speaking and talking is a lot better to understand where we're going, what we're trying to say, as opposed
Yes.
to fingers.
Yes.
When you send the voice message, I'm like, I understood why you did it because you're expressing yourself so that people can understand you. I'm
Yeah.
like, so for me, I was okay with it, but at the end, it's a group chat. We're all fighting, but I do want to touch on little things like that in the future. Like I said, we're almost gonna touch on gangster movies and all that. We'll bring that up, and I did like that you do know, like you said, I watch kung fu movies. You do know a lot of shit about kung fu. Um, I'll give you some movies recommendations that is just strictly Asian movies that I believe they were fucking badass. And if you haven't seen them, you definitely have to watch them. But like I said, that one that I was talking about, Ikujiwas, that guy from the raid, and basically Sub Zero from Mortal Kombat, the Asian guy. They did that one. Like I said, I think it's called like The Devil Comes for Us or some shit like that. And watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll definitely check it out. I definitely.
One of my favorite scenes before I end this. Have you ever seen the Raid 2, Barandal?
No, I haven't.
Ah, the first 10 minutes. You can go to YouTube and you can check it out. This will literally gets inside a bathroom stall, and they literally open the door, and he's fucking fighting like 50 guys just on a bathroom stall, fucking fighting. Badass sequence, and it's literally the first 10-15 minutes of the movie.
Oh yeah, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, and then like I said, you'll find it on YouTube. Just put the Raid 2 Barandal or the Raid 2 bathroom sequence or bathroom clip, and you'll get it.
Oh yeah, oh
But
yeah. I'm gonna
yep,
definitely have to check it out.
Young C, you have yourself a good night.
All right, man. You too, man. Hey, man. Everybody, good night, man.
Yeah, peace out.